Today, we're speaking with Jeff Coyle, the co-founder and chief strategy officer at MarketMuse, an AI platform that accelerates content planning, creation, and optimization. Jeff is also an expert in AI and content and the host of MarketMuse Fireside Webinars, where Jeff interviews guests about content, SEO, and all things marketing. Jeff, thanks for joining us today.
I've been doing this content strategy, usability theory, lead gen, SEO, content since 1999, 2000, and I've been a product manager for my entire life. So I love usability theory, site design. I've executed multiple major site redesigns that cover massively scaled websites, hundreds and hundreds of migrations when I was in-house and acquisitions. And now I have, thousands of customers who are all focused on content strategy and predictive return on investment for their content marketing dollars.
What are some favorite examples of websites that we can learn from?
What I want to look at and actually share my screen and show you today is a personalization SaaS software company called Mutiny. And I want to walk through that with you. And I also want to show you how MarketMuse has used Mutiny to personalize our own site, and why sometimes when you're looking at a site, you're actually only seeing the site you see, and why it's converting for you. And then the second one I want to show you is a site called MarketBeat, which is a website that I love for a little bit of a different reason. From a conversion rate optimization perspective, I feel like they push the envelope a lot, and I learn a lot from this site about ways that maybe will be psychographically or psychology driven marketing. They're not always user experiences I may love, but I learn a lot about ways that people are using content in order to drive conversions of all shapes and sizes. So Mutiny is a software product that has clear value proposition, right? It is, I want to see this on my site. I want to personalize my site. And they put this across in a really fun way and a creative way. So it is unique in that it's a little bit of a hybrid of what I can visualize and understand, but also I want to get into a lot of details if I want to see this in action for my site. So there's immediately a hook to register because I want to personalize it. Now I'm seeing that if I'm a PLG company, this is a way that I can customize my experience for my site based on who's coming to my site. So I immediately see the value proposition manifest. If I am in the seed stage, if I am in growth stage, if I am an investor, they've taken their target audiences and they've showed me a personalized experience so I can completely relate if I have multiple target audiences. They have social proof. They have all their integrations. They have insights illustrated, no code, low code. It's all their value propositions visualized in one page. When I dive in, and if I dive in, the clear value proposition, and I'm able to see what it might look like on my site very, very quickly with the experience. And so for me, I'm getting all the value propositions I want in 2 pages. And for a SaaS company, that's really hard to do. And I also like to think and I use this, so it's kind of going to tie into the tail end. I use this for personalization. What it also allows me to do is see that they have a focus on social and community management. So they have a conversion rate optimization community that I can experience and be a part of, understand a little bit more of them. So I'm getting a lot about the company, their culture, which matters to a lot of people. I know it does with me. I like to work with teams that have a strong culture and ethically are aligned with our mission at MarketMuse. I'm also able to understand the product and see it in action in 1 to 2 screens. This product specifically is how I personalize my site. And I also want to tell people, hey, the site that you see may just be the site for you if they're personalizing. So always take that into consideration. You may need to go in from a couple different browsers and a proxy to actually see everything that's being cooked up by a kind of best-in-class company. In my case, I use it for core. If I know somebody is going to require a customized demonstration versus maybe they can jump right into my PLG offering, because I'm a hybrid company, I will pivot that based on predictive lead scoring. So based on who the person is, I will show them a different experience on all of their pages. And so I like to show this because it's a cool yin and yang and a little bit meta. This is another site that I would recommend anyone who's thinking about conversions look at. And it isn't because it's this glorious, elegant user experience. This is an experience on a website who wants to convert you at every possible spot. Okay. And there's a little bit edge for probably what you're typically going to get. This is a glorious, beautiful thing. This is a site that wants you to drive to conversion to get premium subscription, conversion to get the basic account, conversion to get everywhere you go, conversion, right? So I would recommend someone go into this site and it's a playground, whether you like the topic or not. The conversion rates on this site must be through the roof because of all the interactions. And don't just convert for the email. Keep going down the process. Go through the experience, what one person experiences, until you are at the ideal state that the owner of this site desires you to be. You will feel the urgency to get there, right? And so for a SaaS person, to try to emulate this so that all of your experience have this place of wanting. I want to be a paying customer of this site in order to get everything that possibly I can. And you really can explore that.
This year, what are some of the top trends that you're seeing in websites?
Personalization is critical. It is the path, I believe, if you're going to do hybrid, PLG hybrid or PLG SLG hybrid, personalization is a core. Just think about it, right? If you're even going to be in a hybrid zone, you've got to recognize who those hybrids are, right? And being able to recognize that earlier in your process removes that, that awkward situation where you put somebody in the wrong car at the, you put the person that could buy the Ferrari and a Hyundai, and I love Hyundais, by the way. So, but and you don't want that, right? No matter where they are. If you are a true end user to buyer sequential hybrid, where you actually have the end users accumulating mass, and then you would upscale. You also want to be doing personalization if and when that role enters your PLG experience. So if I've got 50, in my case, if I got 50 writers and they all buy the free offering or they're buying the low end offering and the CMO drops in, right? I want them to have a different experience. So personalization is critical for straight PLG, PLG to team purchase, and then also for hybrid, even before you jump into the application. The other one is for all people, all shapes, all sizes. It's the content upgrade. It's really something that I've seen, and it's really focused on user intent. So what's the next 5 questions that I could be answering? How can I turn that into whatever it means to be for me to monetize? Is it a click? Is it a wayfind? Is it an entry into my application or product-led growth experience? Or is it a lead, more traditionally, or purchase?
What's something you're ready to see end for websites?
I'm waiting to see deceptive external advertising networks drop. If you're promoting your software product or you're promoting via those third parties, I would just say from an ethical perspective, consider dropping out of those syndication networks when the way that they get the majority of their interactions are in a deceptive manner. So I would say researching placement networks, ad networks, really well. Even in some cases where you might be getting a positive return on investment, I would just always be doing network research to understand how that data is sourced and how those clicks are sourced. I would love it if if I never were scrolling through a important application that I like on my phone and I see a weirdo weirdo ad and I click on it and it's just a thing for me to click on again and then click on again and then finally land somewhere. And maybe I could land somewhere good, but I just, having that middleman sometimes is a little bit uncomfortable, something people should think about.
What are some of your favorite tools right now for website design or optimization?
I mentioned Mutiny's one for personalization. So I'm really thinking about new ways to do no and low code automation for savvy marketers. So Zapier is one that I think everybody needs to learn, but also there's another a vendor called Paragon that everybody I think should be looking at. And they're for the no and low code. I'm a huge supporter of Mad Kudu for they have a machine learning data studio, which has many functions, but one of them is predictive lead scoring, which for a PLG solution or for a hybrid solution is an amazing thing.
I want to give you a chance to promote MarketMuse and give a plug for anyone looking to improve their content with AI.
If you are creating content and understand the value of content and turning that content into return on investment, whether you are batting really, really well from an efficiency standpoint, or only 1 out of 10 of your content items that you produce is successful, MarketMuse can increase both your hit rate, the magnitude of each hit, as well as doing it a lot faster than you are. So go check out MarketMuse. We're focused on content quality and comprehensiveness and making that work for every type of organization. So come check us out, marketmuse.com. Me, Jeff at marketmuse.com. Twitter, Jeffrey_Coyle. Anyway, I will get back to you.